Okay, it should be working fine. I need to open up YouTube. No. Stream quality is good. Yeah, alright, 30 FPS, that's fine. Open up my phone real quick. It is on mute. Yep. Okay. So, let me see how well this is going to go. Of course, I'm going to be seeing everything from my phone because I only have one monitor right now. I did actually buy another monitor, but due to the fact that it just, when it came in, it was damaged. It was not great. So, see how well this is going to go. Where was I building at? Over here? Yeah. Might take a little bit for the music to actually start, but that will be fine. Well, at least I know that it's going to work pretty well. So my plan for this is to probably do this maybe Tuesdays, Thursdays as of this, Thursdays and Saturdays, hopefully. Okay, just making sure everything's working fine. And it is, which is good. Right, I forgot I have siphon on my thing, and that is not... Come on. Oh, it looks okay. So I had bought another monitor off of Amazon, but sadly, bit of a lag, it was not, didn't actually work out too well. I had major issues with it, mainly because it was damaged. The LEDs were all like messed up and shit, so that was a fun time. And if you guys don't know, don't actually watch the series right now, I'm working on the Mosasaur enclosure. So as you can see, the entire layout, the andesite is the actual barrier. Well, the diorite is the actual barrier that I'm going to use. And then I have a little sitting area over here. I'm going to dig out all of this. Right now, I am layering all this diorite so I don't have to worry about possibly digging into the wall while I'm digging out the rest of this bullshit. That's my plan. I'm definitely going to watch this back later because this is going to mainly be me, but streaming does not hurt. And I don't really know who would actually go and watch this back. Oh, I'm definitely going to watch it back, and it's going to be interesting, because after I get done building this, I'm most likely going to kind of get started on the Megalodon enclosure. I'm going to actually record the video kind of immediately after I get done doing this test stream. And then Saturday's stream will be me building the rest of that. So more or less it's just me kind of finishing everything up for this enclosure, which it shouldn't really take too long, unless I kind of lose track of time and just decide to build both of them in one night. But that is completely up to me. For most people, it is probably a school night, so it doesn't really matter what I think. There we go. It's been a while since I've heard the Minecraft music. I don't know if you guys can actually, well, if that can actually be heard. But it should be working out. It should work out pretty well. I'm annoyed that that monitor was all messed up. This is definitely going to be a clip in and of itself. But yeah, I was annoyed that that monitor was messed up because, you know, whenever people that actually buy stuff off of Amazon, whenever you get a package and it might be like damaged, there is a chance that whatever electronic you bought isn't also damaged. Well, it was damaged in the exact same spot that the box was damaged at. So this part is actually going to be its own little clip, hopefully, if I remember that. I don't have enough andesite. Well, diorite, I mean. Yeah, so it was damaged, so the LEDs were completely, like, fucked up. So now I have to return it tomorrow to make sure I get a new one from Amazon, because I want to have a dual monitor system. Or are they big tile? If I remember correctly. I don't. Yes, they were big tile. But yeah, that is a major, that's something that I don't like happening, realistically. Where's big tile? Here it is. Chisel all. There we go. Music. I'm going to kind of tone that down a little bit. Of course, I'm playing in a LAN world, so I don't have to deal with too much lag. Of course, every so often I'm going to deal with lag spikes here and there, but that is fine. Kind of made some edits to some enclosures. I also need to dig out this little dirt issue. Well, that doesn't completely matter what I'm doing, so... Well, what I'm going to do with that doesn't really matter. Oops. Yeah, that's fine. Kind of build that up at 2. And then go back down this one and build this up by 2. Yeah. So of course I'm going to keep that same design I have with this little underground area for the little pathway. And then of course jungle wood is going to be the upper pathway, because I like how that looks, because I'm weird. Of course I dug into a cave coincidentally, so I'm probably going to have to do something with this later. It worked out pretty well, the fact that I started digging into a cave, because then I can just block off an area that isn't really needed and turn it into its own thing. Of course, I'm just spending the time talking without actually really caring. But since I now have an Ethernet connection, it works out a lot better than what I would have expected. I just wish I'd had that the monitor that I bought actually worked, so I wouldn't have to look down at my phone, and I could just have, I guess, another set of headphones on while I was building and listen to that stuff. But yeah, that's on me. That's on me for not being overly cautious and being a little too hopeful when I bought that monitor. What can I really do about that? Just make sure to not forget to take my shit with me. Oops. Looking up at the... no. I know I need to build that up anyways, but I want it to be seamless while I'm building. Because if not, then it's going to mess me up. Boop, boop, boom. Let's see. Oh yeah, I also applied to a new job. I did apply to that job called Thesis. Well, it was, what was it? Manufacturing analyst or specialist or whatever. Never heard back from them, and that expires this month on the 31st. So now, tomorrow, pretty much after I send the return package for UPS for Amazon to essentially get me another Spectre 20-inch LED monitor. It is... I'm going to have to go to a Publix location that I went to today, but the lady I needed to talk to wasn't there because she did not have work that day. Today. She has work tomorrow, so after I do all that shit that I need to do with my monitor at the UPS store or location, I need to go to that Publix location, do an in-person follow-up because I applied online, and see if I can, well, because I want to work at that location that's like 5 minutes away, and then there's another location that's also 5 minutes away from me because there's being a new one being built up because there is a what is it, an apartment complex being built up near Walmart, and I'd rather not work at Walmart because that is just because of how often they're changing stuff, and Publix is still pretty much how it has been for the past 15 years that I've been going to, like, I've been to a Publix. So no, past 14 years I've ever been to Publix because I moved to Georgia when I was 6, 7-ish. Let's go with 7, so 13 years actually. So it stayed the same, but if you guys have seen how Walmart has started changing with, they have the self-checkout line, like maybe 3/5 of their checkout lines are now self-checkout ones, so it's like really confusing. And then they moved around a bunch of shit, like the pet section, like with dog food and cat food and stuff. They moved that to where the baby section used to be at the Walmart that's nearby my house. And it was like, what the hell? I was really confused. I had to walk around the whole store to find it so I can get my cats some more food. But, I mean, it's actually interesting because in that location that apartment complex is being built at, when I first moved to Georgia, it was actually like a jeans factory, and then it closed down like the year after, a year later. And now it's finally being used because it was private land for a while. There was like a chain link fence and stuff with barbed wire on top of it and shit. Of course, I'm just having a mindless conversation without anybody actually watching. That actually really says a lot about how well I could actually do this. My right contact is being all weird. Of course, it's pretty much just going to be this for a little while, and then digging out this entire thing, and then dealing with the lag of, it's just a bunch of bullshit. And then filling in spaces for, with all that water. I mean, the layout is nice. I would do the whole thing of, I can have, like a cow or a chicken or whatever just kind of hanging up here and all that shit, but it wouldn't really matter because it would be pointless. So, of course, the stream is like 30 seconds behind what I'm actually talking about. Yep, like 20 or 30 seconds, so that's fine actually. But this is a good test, and it's actually running pretty well. Course, again, I want to get this barrier done before I actually do anything else, because if I don't, then it would be a waste of time. And then immediately after this stream, which is probably not going to take too long, it's a nice little test. I plan on what do I plan on doing? I plan on recording the Mosasaur video, well, the Mosasaur hatching video, which those are actually in their own little chest. If I can, if I can get out of here real quick. Ta-da! They're all in their own little chest. The Mosasaurus, Megalodon, and what else is in here? My world's best pick and my Scarab sword. Contact. Why are you being so annoying? Of course, I need to build this up, which this won't take too long, and then I have to dig all of this out, which is going to take a while. But at least my stuff will get upgraded. Oh, yeah, that's actually... Okay. Did not realize that. Even though I was looking at this, like, not 20 minutes ago. I'm about to run out of diorite, and it is a big tile. I need to remember that. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. I per land. I planned this out pretty well. Maybe I could have another sitting area, but I'm fine with the one little seating area because I just don't want to waste my time with having to build another one right now. I'll definitely build another one for the Megalodon enclosure, and it might be a little bit better, but that completely depends on what I do. Alright, so that is done. All of this is going to be glass, so I'm going to fill all of this up after I get done with this shit with glass, so I can have this 3 high barrier, and it will be good, so I don't have to deal with doing that later. How tall should this be? This was pillar, so I'm actually going to build these 2 higher. Oh, I should actually build them a lot higher because that would be an issue if I don't. Yeah, so I'm going to build these 4 high. Yeah. So I'm actually going to, yeah, 4 high. And then, of course, they will stop at the water line, of course, with that glass. Yeah, there we go. That's a good idea. Is that just me moving, or is that one of my cats? I have no idea. Still have not turned off dino starving, but that's completely on me. Boop, boop, boom. Of course, there's no goddamn Minecraft music playing. I don't know if you guys can hear stuff in the background. Since I'm in the living room, I can actually hear stuff from both my room and my mom's room whenever she's like watching TV and shit. So I hope you guys can't hear that. I know you can hear the fan because it's rocking kind of back and forth a little bit, which is moderately annoying. But that's what you get when you've lived in the same house for 13 years now. Well, technically 10, because I did live in an apartment complex for 2.5, 3 years, so there's that. Nope, 3 years actually, because I moved in there during spring break, and then... Wow. I did stay in that apartment complex for 3 years. That's really surprising. But who cares? Whoever just joined, because I see that on my my phone, because I don't have another monitor right now. I am currently building my mosasaur enclosure, at least the outline for it. That way I can start digging all this shit out. Oh, it's nighttime in game. So welcome to the stream. This is the entire layout that I have for it, and then some benches to sit at. Not perfect, but that's just how my building style is. Boom, boom, boom. And also, because I've just been rambling on to myself for the past, I don't know how long this stream has been going on. I plan to do streams on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Since this is actually working out a lot better than when I tried to stream when I was in my fucking office. Oh, and I ran out. Diorite. So I need a bunch of it. Just chisel all of it as panel for now. Well, as big tile or whatever. I cannot speak. Ah, my Leopleurodons are so big now. Kill this. Kill all the squids, please. Be happy because of that. It's annoying that most of my creatures tend to starve, even though I have, what is it, chicken chunks installed. My creatures tend to starve, so I keep on forgetting to turn off starving creatures. These guys are fine. You're not so much, but my Spinos, they tend to starve. How the fuck did you get up there? No, no, no. That is not cool. I thought I built it high enough that where they couldn't jump out. That's really dumb. It doesn't make sense. I'm gonna have to figure that out at another date. You're just stuck spinning around. Play with your toy and go to sleep. Mainly, it's my Smilodons and my Dinosaurs that tend to start starving. I know this isn't really what I'm supposed to be doing during this stream. Fucking god damn it. I knew it. Just grab a bunch of steaks. So dumb. It's one major issue with this version of the mod is that your creatures will starve very easily if you're not paying attention, and because I'm building enclosures, I can't really pay attention to them. Alright, this is almost done, and then I need to place a large amount of glass on the edges. Boom, boom, boom. Leo, stop messing with my not my monitor, my PC, please. Thank you. I said stop it.
Hey, what are you doing? You can't be doing that. I know it has pretty colors, but you can't be doing that, baby. Come here. Come here. What are you doing? Come here.
Alright. This is repairing itself, and I need to use it to make column. Come on. Because it's repairing while I'm holding that, it's causing me to... Okay. You gonna stop being weird? Thank you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Leo, stop. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Leo, I said stop. Yeah, alright. That works out a lot better. And then back to big tile. Oh, there's no point in trying to get him to stop while I'm building right now. As long as he doesn't step on the power button, we're good. Because he has done that many times before while I've been recording. And that is annoying, although I love him. He's a pain in the ass. Oops. I am going to unequip this because it's causing me to lag. Well, I'm just going to get rid of it. Come on. There we go. This is definitely something good to have on in the background, because, I mean, I'm not going to be talking all too often. Well, I'm mainly just going to be rambling on to keep myself entertained. This is definitely a much better contrast. I've built with so much fucking andesite. I mean, this is the only other structure that thing that I've built with diorite. It's a better contrast than what I've been doing. So, I mean, I've built with iron over here, but, I mean, there's nothing interesting about it. Probably checking my pteranodons now, because they are now full grown. Yeah. Oh, one of them's flying. Awesome, and they're actually eating. Yay. One of the females is flying. This one's asleep still. I need another... Get... Okay. Well then. They're not happy because they're starving. I definitely need a chunk loader over here. Or I just need to spend more time over here. Or just turn off the fucking starving. Which I'm actually gonna just do that after I record this. Stop it. Lag, you piece of shit. You're starving. I don't have any steak. Oh, that's annoying the fuck out of me. I need to set up my my PayPal. I have one, I just haven't finished setting it up. Don't lag at me, game. I don't want it to deal with that. Alright. This part of the wall's been built up. Another reason why it's lagging is just because of how many entities are over here. That's another major issue, but I don't really care. I mean, with I'm thinking that with the 1.18.2 version of this mod, that problem should be fixed. Why is this? Oh, you moron. Chisel, and then that should be fine. I hope. If it's not, then I'm a moron, which is nothing new. Again, should be fine. Yep, that's fine. Leo, what you doing? Stop it. Stop messing with my green screen, bud. Nope. God, I built it too low. And this isn't even the right height either. That's on me for being a moron. Alright. Hope one. And then I start building at this height. There we go. Recently I've been watching a lot of Kitchen Nightmares, and then I heard that, well, I saw on Twitter or whatever, that there's going to be another season of Kitchen Nightmares. No, I'm stuck. There we go. Alright. I hate that my inputs are not working out too well. And I don't have anything else plugged in other than like my mic and all that shit. So I definitely think I need another keyboard. Or more or less a keyboard that's built for playing video games. Oh, and that person left. That's fine. Don't really care. Because I can continue to ramble on to myself like I normally have been. Also, it's late at night, so there's that too. What time is it? It is like... oh, it's 11:20. I've been going for a little while. Which is unsurprising to me. God, fucking inputs. Hang on. Nope. Wrong thing. Of course I messed this up, so it's gonna have to deal with this now. Don't break, please. Don't break my thing that I'm working really hard on building. Alright, there we go. You sack of shit. This stream is definitely not for kids with how often I've been swearing. Well, the moments that I do swear, and it's just a bunch of F-bombs and shit. Jesus. This is gonna take so long. I never realized how long it actually takes me to build all this shit. Or at least build it all up and then dig the rest of it out. Because I think I've been working on this since probably 8. Just digging everything out. And I mean, I'm not gonna use... Oh my god. And great, it's raining. Alright. But yeah, I never fully realized how long it actually takes me to build stuff. Because I think I was working on just digging it out for maybe an hour, 45 minutes to an hour before I started streaming this. Oh, this is completely on me for not exactly being completely smart with it. All right. Okay, now I need clear glass, because I like this glass. And just as much as I can possibly get. Boop, boop, boop. Recently, the false anarchy. I know it's just me that's watching this right now on my phone. But recently the false archaeology team has been posting a lot on Twitter about their like stuff that they've changed and all that shit, which is really cool. Shows that they really want the community, like the modding or Minecraft Dinosaurs community, just to start getting excited for their shit. Actually, you know what? I should focus on this top part last. I need to focus on this first. Yeah. It's better to work on this than work on the other stuff later. Maybe we should build a little kiosk over here. Have it be worth it to actually walk down this way. Oh, then, well, seeing the Mosasaur Leopardon. What else do I have? I don't remember. Oh, Plesiosaur and then Ichthyosaurus. It's not a bad design, but it's how I build. Unsatisfactory to anybody that's actually good at building. unsatisfactory and plain as fuck. Super happy. That's good. Yeah. My Allosaurs are full grown. I think my Ceratosaurs are full grown as well. Cool. And I hope this whole entity issue is going to be fixed in the future. And again, I just have so many. And I wish that these weren't considered as entities. I mean, I understand why they are, but at the same time, it's annoying that they are to me. I have not even worked on this little thing in a while. I completely gave up on that, didn't I? Yeah, I definitely did. I mean, there's... This is connected to the Tylosaur enclosure. I have not done anything with this in such a long time. There's really no point in me building it. And I guess this also connects to this enclosure here. Yes, the Platypelodon enclosure. And then, oh, there's lava under there. Did not realize that. And then, yeah, this enclosure too. And then you have the Spinos and all that shit. God, this acacia does not fit too well with what I did over here. How are my Smilodons doing? I don't want to have to fucking reset their AI so often. That's the worst part about the Smilodons, that you have to reset their AI every so often. And I'd rather not have to do that. Ugh. Bit of lag going on. It's kind of... Yeah. Wow, that input... The inputs are not being too kind to me right now. I know why. Again, entities just... kind of being annoying. I'm actually going to get rid of the chicken chunk, whatever. So I think that's another main issue why I'm lagging so fucking much. So let's go break it. See what happens. Should kind of reduce the issues that I've been having. If this was a server, I wouldn't really care. But since it's a single player world, I care. Okay, getting closer to getting done with displacing this part of the class. I think I'm not going to have that be its own separate video. I'll just talk about that stuff in the own... Damn it. Alright. I'm getting tired. And I should probably go get a monster at some point. What time is it right now? 11:30. It's actually not that bad. Open up live chat again. Alright, this part is done. There is that. I definitely need to go rest, so I don't have to deal with hearing all this fucking rain. It's annoying the shit out of me. I'm actually gonna... Yeah, I don't give a shit about my stuff being see-through or not. It's a waste just to have that, because that also causes a bunch of lag for anybody that's going to watch this back. You're probably not, but that doesn't really matter to me. Why are you up here? Excuse me. Get down. You cannot escape. The worst part is having... Well, it's gonna have to be filling in this shit and then digging all of this out. I would have music playing in the background, but I don't really know what kind of royalty music I should be playing. Or royalty-free music, I mean. I should be playing, so next time I stream, and whoever ends up watching it, definitely gonna have to ask that. Fucking lag. You are annoying me. I also need water too. I'm getting a headache. I forgot to check if flowing water looks all weird in 1.18. That's on me for not doing that. Contact. Why are you being so weird? There we go. There's some Minecraft music, which is really quiet. There we go. Build this up in sections. As this is the largest part. My wrist is getting all annoyed right now just for me doing this. God, I'm tired. And my ears are all itchy. My hair's all messed up. I need to take a shower later. And I also need to wash... do laundry, too. I have a full night of stuff to do. And then I probably won't wake up until, like, noon-ish. Hopefully, I should be done by 2 in the fucking morning, but I don't really know. I'm gonna go repair this. Okay, there we go. That is now repaired. How many do I need to fully finish this up? I don't remember. Oh my god. Do. Hang on. I can go look at this on my thing. 46 minutes. That's not bad. It's kind of weird seeing this. I don't know if you guys can actually hear. Okay. Okay. Well then, that is... So you guys couldn't even hear audio in the game. That's fine. I think I'm checking this stuff out. This is, again, this is a test stream, so it's fine to check all this stuff out. Yeah, open a web browser. Why do I have to open this in web browser? That's so dumb. Show activity. Got it. If watching... I can't type. Watching this... Welcome. Watching this live. Welcome. Oh god. If watching live this, welcome. Jesus, I cannot type. Alright, how's that look? Kind of moving my camera over a little bit. Can I go... How do I go into settings for this stream? Replay buffer. Schedule stream. No, that's not it. That's not it either. How do I go into... Of course, it's just me that's participating right now while watching this. Okay. Chat ended up being refreshed. How... What? Yeah, it looks fine. Hang on. I need to go into channel data. I'm doing... This is all the stuff I'm doing right now, while I'm kind of... Hang on. For... Hashtag... I got dinosaurs. Hashtag... Minecraft hashtag modded Minecraft hashtag Minecraft stream. There we go. Save. There we go. Change that setting. Well, that thing that I need to change. All right, back into the game. Go back into playing it. Now you should actually be able to hear things. You couldn't actually even hear it beforehand. It was just me talking and then silence like a goddamn asshole. But at least stream is now working. So now I can do this a little bit more often. And then I need to set up my PayPal after a certain point. Come on. There we go. This has not been built up. No shit. Shit. Fuck you. Of course, it's just to myself, because I'm a moron while doing all this. Oh my god. I definitely need to connect my Streamlabs to my Twitter. Now that I think about it. I'll have that done by Saturday, I hope. My plans for when I actually do start do this kind of whole scheduled thing, I plan to have streams started around 5, hopefully 6-ish. I'm definitely going to have to write this down. I'm not going to remember, but I need to write this down at some point. Or I'll put it in a community post. Yeah, I think that'll be better. Between 5 and 6 is when I should start the streams. And then hopefully go on at most 3 hours. So between 8 and 9 is when the streams should end. That works out. I might just do stuff that isn't even related to, like whatever series I have going on whenever I'm streaming. I would just let it be random. That works out, actually. Oh, come on. Because Saturdays I'll definitely stream a bit later in the day, or I might end up streaming longer and just have something going on. But I will need to create transitions and stuff, well, other scenes and stuff, like, oh, have my face, or you just have some random, like, slideshows going on. Yeah, that'll work. Hello, person that is watching. Test stream going on, and also I'm just kind of rambling on to myself about how I should plan this all out. Currently building a what am I working on? Was it the Mosasaur enclosure is first? Yeah. I'm currently working on that. How has your day been? I want to start a conversation. How's life? Fuck. God damn it. And of course, because the stream is 20 seconds behind what I'm actually doing, I won't know for a hot minute. Move this up a bit more so I can actually see. How's the stream look to you? Does it look okay? Can you hear the sounds? Because I don't have sound on for my phone, because that's how I'm seeing it since I only have one monitor. I did have, so right in front of me is my curved Spectre 24-inch monitor. I did buy another monitor, but it was messed up. So right where my left hand is, my Spectre, the main monitor where I'm actually watching the gameplay that I have going on, would have been at this corner of my desk, and then my right hand, the other monitor, would have been at this corner of my desk, and I would be able to see how long I've been recording and streaming for. But because how the box was damaged, it actually damaged the screen more. It damaged the LEDs on the screen. So the screen itself, the glass and shit is fine, but the LEDs are completely fucked. So I have to return it tomorrow because the UPS store is closed at 6. And when I finally put all my shit together, got it all put together, I didn't realize that at that time. So that's on me for being a moron. Now it's time to break all this down. Which this shouldn't take too long. Shit. Also, my stuff's gonna get upgraded because of it too. Yay. I just need to make sure to pick all this up and then immediately get rid of it. Yep. Might as well also get rid of that too. Leo, stop messing up the carpet, bud. Leo. Oh, it's Chief climbing up the half seat. Alright. If you just want to have this on the background, that'd be cool too. Come on. I'm glad that I have all this glass placed down, so I don't have to worry about my glass and walls placed down, so I don't have to worry about... Hi, Chief! Cool. Well, one of the cats made an appearance. Kind of. I don't have to worry about, having to place it later, because after I flatten all this out and place all the redstone blocks and dirt, sand, I'll be all good. I don't remember how many blocks deep this goes. How far does it go? I know that there's a little cave section here. So this is where it stops. Well, actually, it doesn't stop here, does it? Okay, no, it stops at this level. Yep. And of course, right here at this level, sand is going to go up there. All right, cool. I got it planned. Got it all planned out. I've been actually working on this for probably an hour and a half, realistically. But I've only been streaming for about 50 to 55 minutes. Okay. Time to throw all this shit away. Hi, Chief. How you doing? If you're wondering what that noise was, that is another way that cats communicate. And that's a great way to actually get cats to be vocal, is to communicate with them like that. It's called cooing, in a way. It's kind of like, Jesus, why can't I speak? It is kind of like what pigeons do. Those rat birds. Even though pigeons are actually doves, and I did not know that. It's a random tidbit. A random useless fact that nobody asked for. Alright, it's raining again. I wish that for this version of Minecraft, Mojang thought of having a noise decreaser or a setting for noises and shit to decrease the sound of rain, but they didn't. So, and they still haven't done that, which is annoying. Hang on. I'm gonna grab this so I can have this repaired whenever I start collecting all these fossil ore. And back to breaking this. Okay. I'm actually just gonna put that in my thing. Ah, you sack of shit. Alright. Alright, let's go over here. Let's see what I get for this. What I can get. Fortune. No. Efficiency. Maybe. But let's just go over to here and just get what I need to get. Where is it? Silk Touch. Unbreaking 3. Efficiency 5. And Siphon. There we go. Back to over here. And still need to clear out this shit. Jesus. Fuck. Oh, that scared me. Because I'm in the living room, I can see into what used to be the dining room. It's on my mom's candle work spot, because we don't really eat dinner together. The window is opened because she has a table in front of it, so I just saw a car drive by, well, a truck actually, and I thought it was somebody just staring into the fucking window. It scared the shit out of me. Alright, this has been taken care of now. My neck. Yeah. Okay, now the main problem is all of this. Come on, fly. There we go. This is the annoying part. It's just having to pick up all of this shit. And some of it I can't even put into the transmutation tablet or whatever. Fucking god damn it. Now I have to fix this shit back up. Was it actually only 50? Okay. God damn it. I thought I was done with this shit. It's not going to take long, but Jesus. I need to be more conscious of how I'm digging into the wall. Or whenever I'm digging all this shit out. Come on. Ugh. I really do need a better mouse and keyboard. This is more a Logitech. What is this? Is it Logitech? Yeah, it's a Logitech like work keyboard. It's not a gaming keyboard or anything. So. But it works for what I want to do with it. It's not even the first one I bought. It's like the second or third or whatever. Alright, and then there's stuff I can't get rid of. And we can't put away. So just throw them away over here. Alright. And I need to repair this. I'm fine with having to repair this stuff since I have so much EMC going on. Oops, wrong thing. There we go. Repair that. Hi, Chief. Oh, that's Leo. Hi, Leo. What you doing, bud? You're not going to get into that cabinet with all of our old burned discs and shit. Oh man, when was the last time somebody burned a disc? I've started thinking about that recently. Fuck. Ah, shit. Alright. Now let's start flying back and forth with this bullshit. Alright, that's been put away. This is getting thrown away. So is the industrial hemp, because I don't need that. Put that shit away. Leo, I said you're not going to get in there. Alright, and my shit got immediately repaired. I just need to look for all of these fossils now. 8. Here we go. 10. Okay. Of course, there's going to be a lot more when I start digging further down. Alright, is that it with up here? Nope. With what I can see right now, there is 30. And then these two. Alright. Oh, and then this. Now I'm at 50. Alright. That's dumb. Cool XP that I don't really need. What you doing, Leo? I can hear you scratching at something. Oh, cats. They just love to get into shit that they are not allowed to get into. Only reason why he's not allowed in there is because there's a bunch of fabrics and stuff that he'd end up ripping the shit out of. Grab this down here and then get rid of it. Fuck. I don't really need that. I'll do something with the marble in the future. I did something with it a while back, and then I got rid of it, if I remember correctly. Wrong one. Oh yeah, I built the laboratory with it. I completely forgot I did that. It's gross looking. Looking back at it now. Just, this entire park is just gross. It's not aesthetically pleasing. Well, to me it's pleasing, but aesthetically, it's just disappointing. Check on them, you moron. 58 hearts, or 58 health. Is that just... yeah. That's hearts. And then my Ceratosaurs, which are being dumb, like usual. Unsurprising. Oh my god, this is gonna take forever. And I need to repair this again. At least it's gonna get like 1 or 2 upgrades because of this, so that's completely fine with me. Alright, what was I mining at? Here we go. I should actually probably be doing this, a 3x3. Mainly because it won't become a major problem when I start building down there. Which realistically, I should probably do this. Shit. I should have it like this so I can have a nice starting point for when I start digging this out. Or I should probably just do it now. I'm going to take care of it now, actually. The main issue is just having to pick up all the shit that's on the ground. Alright, we at the wall yet? Nope. But I'm... Come on. There we go. There's the wall. Get off of that. Just go and mine that up. Alright. Oops. For some reason it started speeding along, and I don't know why. There we go. Yay, my lights are now coming in from, what is it, Torchmaster or whatever. Hi, Jenny, or whatever. How you doing? Boom, boom, boom. I'm not muted, am I? I hope I'm not. Shouldn't be. Alright, that's chisel. Alright, I need to throw a bunch of this shit away. And of course, there's 3 things I can't throw away. Damn you, lag! Thing that's going to take the longest is just getting rid of all this stone and shit. That's the most annoying part about building. It's just getting rid of a bunch of shit that you don't really need. Of course. Okay, thank you. I'm doing alright. I'm a little tired. I mean, it's... What time is it right now on the East Coast? It is past midnight. It is 12:02. So annoyed with just how my... So earlier this week, I ordered a monitor. Another Spectre monitor, because that's what I'm using right now. So I could actually start streaming a lot more. Of course, I'm going to still do it, but... More or less, it's just going to have to be a little awkward for myself because I can't see on a much bigger screen than my phone, which is right below the monitor I'm using right now. When it was delivered, it had a dent in the packaging because it was just the packaging for the monitor itself, no like box or anything surrounding it. So it's like, okay. Sometimes packages, whenever they get delivered, they're a little fucked up, and the package is fine itself. Not this time. It was messed up. The LEDs internally were damaged, so I have to return it tomorrow. Because by the time I found out, the UPS store was closed. Ugh. And then also, I have to go... And then tomorrow, after that, I'm going to have to go and talk to a lady at... Where at? Publix to see if I can get a job there so I can just work in the morning and actually have a job again. Because I used to work at McDonald's, but I was getting too angry at that job. And I had my final straw a few months back because a moron did not understand that whenever you do dishes... It's not going to be quiet. It's going to be loud as fuck. And she was complaining. And I just kind of lost my shit and went off on her. Was it the right thing to do? No. But in the moment, I felt so great. Mainly because I was already dealing with bullshit from somebody else. Just the entire grill team actually was. Because that's what I was a part of, was the grill team. I was dealing with bullshit. Aw, she left. That's fine. I was dealing with bullshit just from everything else. Gee, I'm looking at the comments. Ouch, I'm in hunt safety. Yeah, but she just didn't understand, and also she was in high school, which is surprising with the fact that you're in high school. How do you not understand that doing dishes is going to be loud? I lost my shit, and I was just like, all right, I'd already put in my 2 weeks. I just kind of was at my breaking point at that point. Because when I first got hired, we were owned by a family company that pretty much runs like 33% of the stuff in town, in the city that I live in. So they sold their all the locations for McDonald's that they owned from from a city in Alabama to another city in Georgia, Macon. They sold all of the locations that they owned for McDonald's, and so that corporate store the corporate just sucked major ass because they didn't understand how to maintain information for billing or paying their employees. They failed to pay me on time multiple times in a row, and then the rules that they had set in, which is pretty much how actual McDonald's runs their shit, we were so used to working in with the leniency of a family-owned company that it was taking all of us on Grill Team to actually kind of adapt to the new rules and regulations. Of course, they were finally being enforced late December, early January, and it was like, why are they doing that now when we're so set in our ways? There's no point. And so the person that was just trying to like have us stay on track with what we were supposed to do was just getting really, really bitchy about it. And I was close to walking out maybe 5 or 6 times that week that I put in my 2 weeks, because I quit January 20th that night, and I think that was a Friday. Why are my inputs not working on... I'm pressing W, A, S, and D, and I'm not moving. My mouse is moving. I need to turn off keyboard, turn it back on. There we go. Yeah, but it was just a bunch of bullshit from a bunch of people that do not understand that we are trying to adapt, but it's difficult because we're so used to having it set one way with a family company and then changing it to some stupid bullshit from a corporate that isn't even based in the state that we're in. They're based in California. We're on the East Coast. Bunch of fucking assholes. But hopefully when I start working at Publix, or if I actually do get the job at Publix, because I applied online, then I'm going to do a follow-up. I did try to do it today, but the lady that I needed to talk to wasn't here, so there's that. I don't know where my phone is. That's alright. I mean, here's the thing, if you do a live stream on your phone, it is, well, if you're gonna look at your phone, make sure to have like your it charged constantly, because if not, you're just gonna overheat your phone a lot faster than you realize. Ugh. What is it? I think I applied for Publix. I applied for working in the mornings so I could actually do YouTube stuff in the afternoon and night and shit. So I'm fine. I can work either really late at night or super early in the morning because I tend to wake up at that time. And I wake up and then immediately go back to bed because sometimes I'll wake up at naturally like 3 or 2 in the morning, even though I go to bed at like 11 normally. That's if I actually have my sleep schedule regulated in a sense, but since when I did work at McDonald's, it was completely out of whack. I would not go to bed until 4 in the morning, and I wouldn't wake up until probably 11, and then I'd have to work like a few hours later. And like the worst thing is, oh, that sucks that you have your old phone. I'm using an iPhone 8 to look at all this, like the chat and stuff, and it sucks major ass. And my stepdad was supposed to because I'm on a family plan with my mom and my stepdad, he was supposed to get my mom and I new phones. Because for some reason, he is the main provider for that when originally he wasn't. But, yeah, when I started at... What am I saying? I can't even remember. I can't remember. Damn, my ADD. My ADD. Oh yeah, like I can work at at any time. It's just I'd have to start taking my Vyvanse again because I was originally on Adderall, but that has a rare effect of increasing irritability, and I was highly irritable. Well, I could get irritated very easily, so I had to change from Adderall. It's one of the much stronger versions of Adderall, the Adderall X or whatever. Moto. I don't even know what the hell that is. Oh, Motorola, I think, right? I had to use... I was originally on the... was it... There's two versions of Adderall. There's the general version, and then there's the much stronger version of it. I was on the much stronger version of Adderall, because the normal version did not work for me. But the main issue is that... that the Adderall was just making me too irritable and a little too aggressive. I mean, I have anger issues in general. It was just making it much worse. Okay, cool, it is a Motorola. It was making it much worse for myself. And just, I mean, already having issues like that and then being in high school with your hormones going out of whack, that's not a good thing. So... what is it, during the time of the Rona, when it was real bad, I just kind of stopped taking it, and then I started taking Vyvanse. So, but whenever I do actually start working at, if I do actually get the job, if I start working at Publix, I'd have to start taking my Vyvanse again, and I don't like taking it, but it's needed. Leo. Oh, Chief. Hey, stop that. What you doing, bud? Don't mess with the half seat or whatever that is. You have a scratching post over here and over there. Well, you have like 3 scratching posts. Why are you scratching up all the furniture, bud? You can't be doing that. What's the point of reasoning with cats when they're just going to do their own thing? Ugh. Alright. Just trying to get rid of all this shit, and it's taking much longer than I thought it would. Oh my god. Ah, contacts, you sack of shits. You have 3 cats? Both of my cats are boys, so... And one of them, Chief, he does not like most other cats. He hates female cats, and he hates kittens. Leo, on the other hand, is a Grey Tabby, and he loves most animals. He can tolerate dogs pretty well. Chief can too. It just... He gives them a look of, I don't fucking like you. Leave this place. I used to have a dog growing up. He was one of the pit bull breeds, an American Staffordshire Terrier. He lived way past his lifespan, actually. He lived to be 16-ish. Let's go 16, because he died in his cancer in his lymph nodes, and we had to put him down because it was getting too bad in 2017, if I remember correctly. No, not 2017. In 2020. Very stressful time for me, because I didn't really know how to handle that, and just... I don't know how to fully register stuff like that. Just... It's, for someone with a mild form of... Oh, 2 boys and 1 girl. That has to be really annoying. But the boys are neutered and the girl is spayed, right? Oh, it's fine. I mean, I've grown to accept it. My mom has a little shrine in her in her room. It's what, his ashes in a nice little box, and then with some plants that are surprisingly not chewed up by the cats, which is great. But I mean, it was difficult for me, but I'm someone with a mild form of autism, so certain things I don't fully understand or can't comprehend in the moment, and one of them is actually surprisingly death, like on an emotional level. Logically, I can understand it, but emotionally I can't, because in 20 this is sad now. This is actually really sad. Another dog, he was a Doberman. My mom and I were watching over him and his sister. I think she was a lab. They were much older, and he also had cancer in his lymph nodes. And the like I literally just watched the life drain from his eyes. I'm sorry, but it was, I registered it logically, but I didn't register it emotionally until a few weeks later. And I mean, my mom was just bawling her eyes out, and that's the only way I could register it emotionally, because if I'm close to somebody, then I can start to register how they feel, and then that affects how I feel. But if I'm not really close to somebody in terms of emotionally, it doesn't affect me whatsoever. And if she wasn't there, I probably would not have registered it in the moment as much as I was able to. Of course, it was sad as fuck. I mean, but that's how life is. You're gonna feel pain, but at some point in time, you'll also feel happiness. I mean, that's because I also have a tattoo that represents that too, in its own, in a way. It's literally just pain, happiness on my arm, and with that, I can picture in my head a coin, because they're two sides of the same fucking coin. Hunter and Hallie. Surprisingly, the purely coincidental, both the Doberman and my old dog had the same name. They were both called Duke, so that was even more depressing. It's just, I can only laugh about it. That's how you just can get past it. Is just laugh about coincidences like that. I'm glad that the stream is actually going pretty well, outside of me talking about depressing shit. My lips are chapped. I need to go get water at some point. And another monster. And I need to repair this. Oh, that's sad. I didn't put that in there. What the fuck? You stop it. Shit clicking is not working too well, and my inputs are being complete and gobshite. When I was growing up, my mom had a cat. His name was Bernie, but I called him Bernie Cat. And then our neighbors, this is when we lived in Texas. So that's where I'm originally from. I'm not from the East Coast. I hate it. I hate this, well, specifically the city I live in, but the state is horribly humid. We used to have a cat, and he was a much darker gray tabby than my cat Leo, wherever the hell he's at. Oh, he's just sitting on the carpet like a weirdo, staring off into space. He got stolen by our neighbors, most likely, because my mom told me that that our neighbors that most likely stole him were always like, "Oh, that's a really cool cat. What's his name?" and just stuff like that. And so when they moved, Bernie was gone. So he got stolen. Oh, I got bit by a dog last year, actually. One of the main reasons why my mom stopped doing, my mom for a few years did Rover, and she stopped it last year because when we were watching over two other cats, two female cats. They're really nice. They're Moxie and Maisie. We were also supposed to watch over an American Bulldog, and an American Boxer, and then also a what was her name? Oh, not her name. What dog? What kind of dog was she? A German Shepherd. The German Shepherd was nice. The American Bulldog, he, like most of the well, he's more, yeah, he was an American Bulldog. American Bulldogs and the pit bull breeds have an increased aggression towards small animals and certain frequency noises. And well, both Moxie and Maisie had on collars that made noises, but my mom and I couldn't hear them. So he heard the noise and he went buck wild. And so I had to grab him, slam him. Oh, I had 6 pets, actually. I had to grab him and slam him into the ground. That's the only way you can subdue a bulldog and a pit bull, is to essentially pull them back, slam them into the ground, and lean on them. That's how you have to hold them down because they're so strong. He ended up biting me. And then Maisie, she was able to get away, but then Moxie came in to protect her sister and fucked up my right hand a little bit. If you can kind of see the scars. I have scars on my thumb and on my pinky, if you can see that. She fucked up my hand. So I had to get a tetanus shot, mainly because cat bites are much worse than dog bites because they carry about 3 to 4 times as much bacteria as dogs and humans combined. So I had to worry about that for a few weeks. And I mean, in retrospect, it wasn't the best idea, but the dogs were fine with both of my cats. It's just because Moxie and Maisie were wearing collars that made a noise that just activated his hunting instincts. He just kind of went crazy. The Boxer, she was actually like there with me to like trying to keep me safe when my mom showed up after I texted her like I got bit by I think his name was Harley. After I got bit by Harley, it's just she was actually being a little aggressive towards my mom, so my mom had to like be really calm, and I had to let the Boxer know that I was fine, with my mom essentially kind of like treating my wounds a little bit before having to go into the emergency room. Yep. My mom still watches over 2 or 3 other dogs, and they're completely fine with cats. One of them is a former like not a vet, emotional support dog, so he's completely fine with energetic animals and stuff. And then the other 2, one of them is an American Staffordshire Terrier, but he's completely used to cats because his parents own the cats, and then his sister, who lives in the same house, and of course his sister. So those 3 dogs are completely fine. Ooh, German Shepherds are smart too. So that must have been a lot crazier than what you remember realistically. God damn. I'm annoyed at myself for choosing such a large, well, not more or less just such a tall way to build, but also it just makes it a lot better for filling this up and having space for the mosasaurs, because they get pretty big. I think they get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks long, if I remember correctly. I might be misremembering that, but since I have 2 of them, it'll be completely fine. Jeez. Why are you staying up so late? Don't you have school? Collect this. Oh, this is the fan going buck wild again. Summer break. Shit, did summer break already start for y'all? On the East Coast, it doesn't start until like May. Well, on certain parts of the East Coast, specifically the state I live in, it doesn't really start until like probably tomorrow, really. If I remember correctly. What was I planning to do? Oh yeah, repair my shit and then don't throw that into the enclosure, throw this away. I'm just gonna throw all this shit away. And then put this in here. Well, that's good. Yeah, it's summer break. And I'm a 20-year-old man who has been out of a job for 4 months now. That's whatever, though. Oh, yesterday. I will say this. Depending on what high school you go to, if it's like so when I went to high school, I went to a semi-private school because it was an all-magnet school. So you had to test to get in there. So depending on what kind of high school you go to, if it's a public school, it might be shit in the way of dealing with a bunch of moronic asshole kids, or it's going to be shit in the way of the kind of high school that I went to, where it's supposed to be a college preparatory school because of it being an all-magnet school, and you have to test in there, but they don't really prepare you for fucking college. So, and also, they were the talk of the town for a while, like, because a lot of like cool people graduated from there, the high school that I went to, but realistically, it's just a bunch of bullshit, and it shouldn't be. Ooh, spice cabinet lighting on your foot. Shit. When I used to live in an apartment complex when I went to back when I was in middle school, I lived on the 3rd floor, and I cracked open the nail on my big toe, on my left big toe, and it was messed up. And then also, I ended up burning my face with microwave lasagna because I was a moron. Yeah. The high school I went to was technically public school, but it's just because all the smart kids went in there, and I don't know how I got accepted because I was the first one done in my little testing group to get in there. I was the first one done, and I walked out, and my future macroeconomics teacher, well, future AP macroeconomics teacher, was like, "You done?" It's like, "Yeah." It's like, "Really?" It's like, "Yep." And I was like, "All right, go." It's like, "Cool, deuces." I literally just held up the peace sign. It's like, "I'm out." And everybody looked at me and was like, "Yeah." Because the thing is, if I didn't get accepted there, I would have moved back to Texas. And I regret being accepted there. Is it worth it outside of the city that I live in? No, because they're kind of a laughingstock now, just because of I think they're now, what are they now? They're now seniors, if I remember correctly, or juniors or whatever. The juniors, the sophomores, my senior year, well, when they were freshmen, they thought they could be slick and tried to airdrop answers to a test. Teacher had her airdrop on, and the people that got caught, I think they got suspended, and they also ended up breaking. Well, and then the sophomores actually, on a field trip, they stole something from a college. It was Tuskegee, the Tuskegee College out in Alabama, if I remember correctly. I don't remember where it's at actually. They stole something from there, from their like historical building or whatever, like the building that showed them all the historical shit. And then they broke a tile in the bathroom, like on the ceiling somehow. So the high school I went to are no longer allowed to go there because of that class. In the world. Uh, I mean, you're always gonna have somebody that's super annoying in your class, no matter like what grade you're in. I definitely think that in elementary school it's much worse because you don't really know how to lie very well when you're in elementary school. So then it's just gonna more or less be this whole thing of you're just gonna say the blatant truth and you're not gonna hold back because you don't really care and you don't understand what it is to hurt somebody's feelings. So I was definitely that kid. I didn't care. Man, I made a lot of people cry and also pissed off at me in elementary school. But then other kids did the same thing to me, so it was kind of a double-edged sword. God. But, like, from the shit that I've been seeing on Twitter, just because Twitter is hilariously stupid, even more stupid than what it used to be. This is one Twitter account, Fight Haven, where they post like videos that like kids in middle school and high school have taken of them just like beating up teachers and shit. I'm like, God damn. How are they able to get away with this? It's surprising and it's sad because their parents haven't been disciplining them. Their parents need to beat the fuck out of them, in my opinion. Their parents haven't disciplined them to the point where, hey, you treat an adult disrespectfully, you're going to get your ass beat. Sometimes you need to experience that in life so you learn your lesson of, I shouldn't do certain things. But students getting their phones taken away. There was one where I saw like a student got his phone taken away or whatever, or like a teacher was talking to him and just like, and he wasn't really having it. So then she was 65 years old and she's actually in the hospital currently, or whenever that video was as of when that video was recorded, she was put in the hospital by him. So it's just like this latter half of Gen Z, this and the upcoming part of Gen Alpha are fucking insane. And I'm fine with being kind of in the early part of Gen Z. I mean, the part of Gen Z that I'm the early half of Gen Z is getting all the shit talked, is getting a bunch of shit talk from millennials and boomers and shit. So, because when did Gen Z ended in 2012? So. Time is it right now? Yeah, it's 12:35. That's fine. Yeah, fuck it. This is actually just wasting my time doing that. Okay. This is I mean, I would say this just in class, tell him he's a fucking shithead and just punch him in his throat. Or, well, don't punch him in his throat. Punch him in the nose. Or do this, because if you hit them with the palm of your hand going up, you can actually break somebody's nose. So, but don't do that, because then you'll actually end up getting in trouble, and that would not be good. Now, outside of school, during summer break, definitely do that. Don't take my advice. This is with stuff related to that. I'm the last person you should take advice from, because I will tell you to get into a fight, and if you end up doing it, I will feel bad. Yeah, I'd end up feeling bad if you get in trouble because I jokingly suggested you do something and you ended up doing it. Yeah, but kids are shitheads. That's gonna be a norm throughout all time. You're gonna be shitheads to each other. That's not gonna change. Maybe he'll change when he gets older. Hopefully, but the likelihood of that happening due to just this day and age of people just trying to be influential towards young men and taking it the fucking worst possible way. They don't really understand that there are limits to on how you should do things, on what you should say and what you should really do. I don't even have a fursuit. I am lagging. Why am I lagging? Hang on, I think it's because my PC is overheating. Hang on. Stream quality good. Yeah, I dropped frames. It's fine. Yeah. Info shooter dropped by 4.8%. That's fine. Again, it's good to have this stuff up. God, I've been streaming for a while. I've been streaming for 1 hour and 48 minutes. And I've been working on this enclosure for about 2 hours in total. Probably a little bit more than that. But I'm actually kind of like paying attention to how long I've been working on this just because I'm streaming. Normally I would just be mindlessly doing this while, I don't know, watching something on what? I don't remember what type of PC is it. What is it? I'd have to look at my thing. I'd have to go get the box from the attic. I don't remember what it is. I got it months ago and I don't even remember what I bought. But I do remember that when I bought it, it was $1,600. Worth it? Kind of. It's not perfect, but it's a good start. Oh my god, now that I think about it. Fucking, speaking of of men who should probably never give advice to young boys and young men, Andrew Tate, he's been going crazy on Twitter. I don't know what happened to him in prison, but man, it's fucking hilarious. I don't follow him, but I follow a bunch of people that just quote tweet whatever he tweets, and they start talking shit about him, and it's so funny to me. If his dad wasn't a mixed martial artist or whatever, he would not be as famous as he is today. So he owes everything to both he and his brother owe everything to their dad, and then his little groupies just need to stay in their fucking lane and shut the hell up. That's why I had a feeling that you were a girl. That's why I'm saying this, because here's the thing. Riker most likely listens to people like Andrew Tate, and he really shouldn't. He should probably be listening to most likely like his dad or his grandfather or somebody like that that's close in his family. And because he's listening to a fucking moron like Andrew Tate, that's why he's being an asshole to you. If he gets out of that bubble of following somebody who is trying to preach a fucking lifestyle that is flawed in many ways, because I mean, there are good parts about being a man where, well, growing up I learned that it is fine for a man to be an emotional center point for a woman, to provide emotional support in a way where we listen, we give our insight, and in turn, whenever a man ends up finally breaking down to the woman that he trusts, he can actually finally break down and seem like a real person instead of seeming like a robot. But the importance of being a man is providing some kind of support for those that he cares about. But because of these people, Andrew Tate, that skew it in a way of, you take everything, you do whatever the fuck you want. It's like, you can't do whatever the fuck you want. It's, you have to provide for those that you care about, your friends, your family, when you get older. When you're a kid, be a kid. That's what you need to do. But you try to grow up too quickly, and you don't learn while you're growing up too quickly, then you end up being a fucking moron and an asshole, and you treat people you shouldn't be treating like shit. And his big brother can go fuck himself. I mean, my stepdad was a fucking asshole, and I learned what not to do thanks to him. I mean, he taught me some things, but that was more of like exercise wise and also just perseverance, because he was a captain. Well, he was an officer in the army, so more or less it's just this whole thing of, I learned what not to do because he made so many fucking mistakes, and because I didn't really understand how to think emotionally, I thought about what he was doing logically and realized this isn't right. I shouldn't do what he's been doing. So that's how I learned. And then also my stepdad's father, he is pretty much my grandfather. He taught me a lot of the stuff that I needed to learn. He was also in the army, but he was actually cool and nice to me. And then again, a lot of like the important male figures in my life have actually been a lot of my mom's like coworkers and, well, former coworkers when she was an executive chef. They taught me so many great things because they worked in a field that is very dangerous, very competitive, and I learned yes, trying to prove you're not gay by by insulting a girl or being an asshole to a girl. That's, oh jeez, I knew so many guys like that in elementary school and middle school. I would say that he possibly likes you because that's from my experience of just being around other guys and having a crush on a girl. Guys will tend to be assholes towards girls that they have an interest in, but because you're so young, I don't think he's actually fully reached that point yet. So he just might be an asshole because because of like the people around him, specifically his brother. Darren is gay. Oh, I see. Getting hit on by a gay kid, and oh my god, he should take it as a compliment realistically, and then tell him, hey, this is what he should have done. It's like, I take it as a compliment. but please stop. He should have just been like that, but because he doesn't fully understand, most likely, it's fine. But ask and should probably ask Taryn to dial it back. It doesn't understand asking nicely. Only understands being an asshole. That's what I'm getting from this. Am I right on that? Okay, let's see. Terry, gay. Awesome. Starting shit with somebody who most likely isn't watching this. I love it. I invite it. uh, let's see. Alright, this is all flattened out, and I have this weird floating bit that's going on here. And of course, this awkward shit. Just reading that is just so funny to me. I remember when that used to be like the biggest fucking insult in elementary school. Okay, that's so perfect. He's gay because he sipped my hair. I don't think he's gay. He might actually be gay, but I think he's just overall a pervert. And you should have slapped him. Did you slap him in his face? Because if you didn't, you should have done that because that is very perverted and that's not something a young boy should ever do. That's just gross. Yeah, but I remember in elementary school when calling somebody a gay lord was like the biggest insult you could give. Is this still a thing now? Calling somebody a gay lord and they just it got all in their feels about it. I hope it is, because that shit was funny to me. Damn. So you couldn't do it. Fuck. Did you at least tell a teacher that he did that? Because, I mean, they wouldn't have done anything about it, but it would be on their radar. I mean, that's fucking creepy. Damn. Realistically, from my perspective, I don't know if it would have worked because with things like that, many authority figures will most likely listen to the boy. They probably wouldn't have done anything, but in the best case scenario, they probably would have kept an eye on him. And if you did it again and you did report it for a second time, they probably would have done something about it. But again, that's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario, they wouldn't have done shit and not have paid attention to it. Because that's sadly how the world works. Ah, peaceful Minecraft music. Yep, and the worst case scenario did happen. Okay. I never really trusted teachers. There was only like maybe a couple teachers that I really trusted, and that was my first grade teacher when I lived out in Fort Knox. He was cool. He used to work on a submarine. And then my third grade teacher, mainly because she was a flute player in the local orchestra for the city that I live in. But I had a bunch of teachers be assholes to me. My 5th grade ELA teacher, she was a bitch. She would take stuff. She would get mad at me. She would take out her anger on me. My 2nd grade teacher didn't like me, but that's mainly because during that time, that's when my mom was an executive chef. So whenever it was a parent-teacher conference, my mom would do this just because she was running a restaurant. So she didn't want to hear all the fucking bullshit that teachers like to tell parents to butter them up. So my 2nd grade teacher did not like me because of that. And also because I one time got a nosebleed because my nose was so dry in class. And she didn't like me after that. I remember she hated me after that. And also my 10th grade ELA teacher, she was cool. She was another teacher I liked a lot. And then my Latin teacher, because in high school I took Latin instead of Spanish because I suck at Spanish. Even though I can understand some of it, I sucked at it because I failed it in 8th grade. She definitely thought he was trying to be cute in a way. But no, that was creepy. And I'm guessing you told her that it was creepy, or if it was weird, but she still didn't really think anything of it. I'm guessing that's what happened, right? How many upgrades do I have for this? I have 3 upgrades. I did not realize that. And even a teacher saying that is really messed up too. Why would a teacher ever say that to a student? It's annoying that watching this back, my thing is lagging, so. I definitely need to work on that later. Or I can try and fix it now, actually. Okay, so you didn't say anything. That's fine, but just a teacher saying that is just really wrong, realistically. Notifications. What the fuck is Master Sword Restream? Check out overlays. I'm just checking stuff out now on Streamlabs. I'll get back to building in a second. I need to set up my PayPal for this. I also need to figure out why my thing is being all fucking weird. I did not mean to go to the dashboard. Yeah, I know. Stop it. How do I fix this fucking issue? It's fine. It's just... I'd have to optimize my stuff. Oh, that's where I could edit it. Okay, I was... Alright. I'm done looking at my stuff now. But yeah, just the teacher saying that is really weird too. Oh, my inventory's filled up with all this shit. I really need to fix that issue of the drops, but I think it's just because my internet is not that great. Am I not live anymore? Or am I just lagging? Okay, I am live. It's just being all weird. Okay. Okay. I was so upset. All my classmates were laughing about what the teacher said. Yeah, that's not cool for the teacher to say that. I don't understand why she thought that was the right thing to say. It's kind of harassy in a way. I know that's not a word, but very much harassment-like. Okay. Redstone. I need more redstone. There we go. That is now taken care of. I should have gold in here. Let me put all this away. I do. 1, 2. Obsidian. Got that going. Yeah, so every so often while I'm building, I need to take a bit of a break from building so the lag doesn't go back up. That's fine. Hopefully, when I actually get another job, I should start buying my own internet, even though that shit gets expensive. Was 4 minutes behind? Yeah, I had a feeling. This is because mainly it's just internet issues. I don't have the best internet, really, over here. I need to figure that stuff out. I'd have to go into settings later to kind of figure it out. Well, that's fine. Oh, this is not done, so now I can... I gotta just use this. Make reinforcement. Hit this. Reinforced. Reinforced by 40%. There we go. Alright, now this won't break as quickly. While I'm doing all of this. Cool. And yay. Alright. It's like having efficiency 5 again. Well, again, why am I saying that? My neck. 2 big books and a phone stand. I mean, my mom technically has a phone stand because she needs it for, well, she did need it for taking pictures of her candles and stuff. But now she has an actual camera, so she doesn't need it anymore. But I don't use it. I have a camera like that has a light on it. I want to get another 2 more lights for right over here on these 2 corners, but because of what I plan to do with having 2 monitors, with 1 monitor in the left-hand corner, the monitor that I have right now in the left-hand corner of my desk, and then second monitor in the right-hand corner. I won't really need that, but I mean, my phone is literally kind of right in between my keyboard, which I'm holding right now, and my monitor, so I also have a drum kit and a violin and a piano, but I don't really do anything with those anymore. I want to play my drums again, but I just haven't really thought about, or it hasn't really been on my mind to buy a like a little carpet thing for it. Yeah, I know, but I mean, the 2 largest books that I have are are my SAT and ACT like prep books, but I never use those. So my mom wasted like $120 on buying something I never fucking used. I regret doing that to her. Even then, I didn't even need them because the college I went to was like, you don't need to write a letter, you don't need to take the SAT or ACT, just apply and you'll be good. And that's what I did. But I only went to college for a month because I lost complete interest in college because I hate doing schoolwork. And I didn't have a job for the next year. Just watching this back on my phone, so laggy. I really do need to fix that issue. So there definitely will be points in time where the stream just drops for a little bit, which is annoying. I think it's also just because I don't have enough fans on my PC, so it's kind of overheating a little bit. I would say this because she loves you, but she just probably doesn't really like you being around her. That's all I could say about that. I'm not moving. When I'm not moving around too much, or if I'm not in this little area where all the shit that I dropped and all the entities are, or a bunch of entities are loaded in, it doesn't lag too much, which is fine. I also need to stop the other stuff from spawning, all the sheep, cows, and squids from spawning. That's probably causing a bunch of lag for me as well. Well, for the stream itself, with the frame drops in the stream. But it's good to figure this stuff out now. Well, I'm still kind of early on into doing this type of shit. Moving too fast. I just don't even care enough to collect that. Ooh, that's not good. Speaking of cats scratching, I need to cut both of my cat's nails. Keep forgetting about that. I got pin needles now. They hurt. Especially when they're making biscuits. When I move out, both of my cats are coming with me, because they are technically mine. Okay. That done. What? Are you saying bruh because I haven't cut my cat's nails in a while? Get rid of all this stuff now. All the stuff I can get rid of. Drop, and... I am so grateful for Project E, because I don't need to, well, eat when I'm wearing the, what is it, the gem set. What, forgetting to cut their nails? I mean, I guess because my cats are just so used to being in this household, they're not aggressive. They don't get they get stimulated with just by playing with each other and then bothering me at like 4 in the morning. But I mean, we used to let them go outside, but because one of them can't jump back over the fence because he's a moron, they no longer can go outside, so we just let them go in the garage. But since I don't have an actual job, I tend to just sleep most of the day, so that's why I kind of forget. I'm not staying busy. I'm staying very, very sedentary, so I just end up sleeping for like 75% of the day. I wake up at like 9, watch a bit of YouTube, immediately go back to sleep, wake up at like 1, make lunch, and then go back to sleep. That's kind of what my day is. I need to get a job, so I just stay busy, because if not, I'm going to get so sedentary, I'm probably going to weigh like 250 in like a few months. Okay, so I see what the problem is. So every time I, like watching this back, every time I go down a certain level, so past, I think, this block that I'm looking at, or at least this level, it starts to lag, which is dumb. I think that's what it is. It just might be rendering all of this stuff down here. Hang on. Yeah, all of this stuff down here. All the lights from a mod I used to have in the game that I used to have installed, but I uninstalled because it was just causing so much lag. I don't know. Okay, yeah, I'll call you that. Josie. Now I'm thinking of a Blink 182 song. Fuck, god damn it. Now that's stuck in my head. Ugh, jeez. I'm tired. I feel tired physically, but mentally I feel very wide awake.